Kevin Holland versus Chris Curtis is happening at UFC 307. But who's going to win this fight? Well, before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances in which Kevin Holland fought Michael Venom Page, in which Michael Venom Page took control of the whole entire fight with his striking. Whole lot of showboating from Michael Venom Page, and he ended up taking it by decision. At this, Kevin Holland wanted to fight Michał Oleksiejczuk, in which Kevin Holland got him in an armbar and broke his arm in round 1. Now let's take a look at Chris Curtis' latest performances, in which he fought Mark Andre, in which it was a very close fight. Both went back and forth, both had some great shots and kicks, but Chris Curtis ended up taking it by decision. At this, Chris Curtis wanted to fight Brendan Allen, in which both of their striking was great. Chris Curtis robbed Brendan Allen in round 3.
Oh gosh!
Gotta be careful.
Oh, he hurt him. He's on skates.
But then Brendan Allen brought it back and rocked Chris Curtis in round 5.
Oh, look at the hurt.
Oh, it is.
He's going for it.
He's hurt.
Did he hurt him?
And Brendan Allen ended up taking it by decision.
Brendan!
Now, this fight actually makes a lot of sense because Kevin Holland is ranked number 15 in the welterweight division, and Chris Curtis is also ranked number 15, but in the middleweight division. And here's the thing about Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland is that type of guy who doesn't have it in him, and he's not the best to the point where he could become champion, but he's good enough to the point where he could stay ranked, and he could be any upcoming fighter who wants to get into the ranks. A good example of this is his last fight against Michał Oleksiejczuk, because Michał Oleksiejczuk was working his way up. He was trying to get in the ranks because before he fought Kevin Holland, he fought Michel Pereira, who was ranked, but then he got submitted. And obviously, when he fought Kevin Holland, he also got submitted. So both men are on the edge as they're so close to being out of the ranks in their weight divisions. But since this fight is happening at 185, Chris Curtis is the one who has everything to lose, because if he loses, then Kevin Holland obviously takes his place, and Kevin Holland becomes the number 15 ranked middleweight. So now how's this fight going to go, and who's going to win this fight? Well, what's interesting is that with Kevin Holland, anything could happen. You don't know if he's going to get outclassed and outperformed by his opponent, or he's going to pull off a miracle and take the win by submission or by knockout. But in the end, who's going to win this fight? Well, Kevin Holland is a taller and longer fighter, so I definitely see him using that to keep his range and to avoid what's coming at him, because we know that Chris Curtis is definitely known for his striking. But I do have hope in Kevin Holland. I do believe that he'll be able to work around with what Chris Curtis has to offer, since we've seen that Michał Oleksiejczuk, who was known for his striking, landed some shots on Kevin Holland, but Kevin Holland still managed to submit him. So I do see Kevin Holland doing the same here with Chris Curtis.